Good evening. My name is Joseph Kadurka. I'm a sophomore at Tyler Junior College studying surveying and geomatics technology. Ever since my father purchased land in Coleman, Texas, nearly a decade ago, I began to grow closer and closer to loving the outdoors. The first couple of years, we would drive out to the farm, as we call it. I would dread driving so far from home, but it didn't take long before I began loving the outdoors and started thinking of my future plans. It's been a joke in my family that I was always stubborn and ungrateful towards nice things that my dad worked to give myself and my brothers. Now that I think back to it, that shouldn't have been my attitude. My speech is going to be over land surveying and how it creates awareness of various views of nature and using technology to establish land for acreage and a client's needs. Now, why did I choose to pursue this career? Well, let me tell you. A couple years back, my father purchased an addition to our land in Coleman from an adjoining property, and I saw a surveyor working to create the line for our new boundary, and I told myself that that's what I want to do. The number one reason for my decision to choose this career is because of nature. And after a decade of exploring my family's land in Coleman alongside my two brothers, even though it's not the largest piece of land, it was always still awesome to explore even now. The experience that we gained driving paths and creating roads between the hunting stands and all throughout the property has created so many great memories in the back of my head. And when it's dark outside, you can see all the stars, and the moon is so bright that you don't even need to use a flashlight. And the second reason I chose this career is the technological advances behind it. For starters, it's always been a joke that I've been directionally challenged. Even in my hometown of Midland, where I lived for almost 7 years and where I got my driver's license, I couldn't even find my house from some places. And direction and surveying is not just your regular north, south, east, west. Well, it is, but it's also degrees, minutes, seconds, and azimuths. And I have been so lucky to gain firsthand experience with a company in the hill country where I've learned to use the multiple types of softwares used in surveying and have had the privilege to actually go out and survey pieces of land last summer, this summer, and this current fall. My third point is my goal to become an RPLS, or Registered Professional Land Surveyor. As a RPLS, I would be able to contract out jobs to clients, and I'd be my own boss and company owner. I look forward to my future plans of having a land surveying company where I can begin and continue my journey from a different perspective. And to conclude, I chose land surveying as my career plan to stay involved with nature and become a businessman one day. And so to summarize, I've spoken about how I became interested in land surveying as a career and detailed reasoning step by step of how and explained how I've taken steps to achieve my goals so far. And as stated in my thesis statement, it is my plan to serve clients and assist them with their surveying needs, whether they're selling or updating properties. My skills and knowledge of the specialized technology in land surveying, surrounded by the rugged nature, are all around me, and communication with future clients are everything I'll need to be successful as a professional land surveyor.